Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Welcome. It's me, Winky Snippy, Majanki Kwe, Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman, your friendly freaky ass medicine woman, and Christianna, Chris Carr, Superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings, right here too. Yep. How goes it for you today? Yes, it's still morning. Still morning for me, trying to squeeze one in before my kiddies get up to go to school. Yeah, 2 birthdays down, 1 more to go for this year. And then the year always starts out with another birthday. Happy birthday, everybody. Whenever you're watching, happy birthday. For all those that I missed this year, for all still to come this year, happy birthday to you. I know a few on the 27th, and that's just going to be a very significant day too. Yeah, you have my brother, the next one from me, and a cousin. They're both born on the 27th, and a year apart. That's so cool, right? Yeah, my cousin's the same age as me. Obviously, my brother's younger. Bigger now, though. Yeah, they're all bigger than me now. Yeah, and then, so that was really cool. So my brother and cousin, they're a year apart on the same day. And they have children. It's my cousin's firstborn, my brother's second-born child. Yeah, I think that's how it goes, yep. Both born on the same day, a year apart as well, which is very cool. Very cool. It has some cycles kind of going. You don't even mean to. That's very neat. Anyways, really tired and sore today. Been very emotional. Yeah, you saw that yesterday. Look, so I got onto my women's circle virtually. I haven't been on there in a while. All this stuff going on. I'm just feeling so drained and so, but we did, this is me as a treat. We did some art therapy together. So, and I was just sat there staring at it last night. Just sitting there quiet. It was like meditation, staring at it. There's so much more that I want to do in there. But, and that I was going to go back, but because we had for limited time, right? So, but I don't know if you can notice all those colors in there. These are like my main roots. And you see, I got stumped. It's like I got chopped off at my roots. There, that's kind of like how I've been feeling. So I've had to grow and re-establish around that. It's a salvage. Because it wasn't just, hey, right? It wasn't like I was all gone. There was still something there left of me, right? Maybe scratches, and I've got these chakra colors going in there for your confidence and stuff. Like I've been kind of ripped open a little bit here, right? Bark's all rough. Anyways, that's it. And my little owl, that looks more like a penguin. Then you see I tried to put a little blue jay, on this side, because we're opposites here now. A little blue jay right there. And the owl that looks like a penguin, or like he's got some sort of flag helmet on. Anyways, me as a tree. I'm gonna be finishing that. And look at that, right? Fruit trees. You see that? It's like bananas and apples and oranges. It's a fruitful tree, right? Can be. Not just for me, right? That's the source. I open it up and I really don't wish for things just for myself. I have to really go, no, look, it's okay to want things for yourself. I think about, I want to do a bucket list. Right? Dolphins, that came up for me, the dolphins. Right, I'm always doing the dolphin breath. Always loved flipper. Always wanted to swim with the dolphins since I was a kid. So I thought, maybe I'm going to break out a bucket list. and do that, right? Stop doing this vicarious living, huh? I live my own life. I want to be the lead in my own life, okay? Make my dreams happen. Make my dreams come true. Like, I wanted to be on TV. You put the YouTube on the TV, right? Said it before. I made my dreams come true. I watch me on my TV, and I go, see, I'm on TV. I did it. I did it. Thank you, God. I did it. Right? That's enough for me. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with so little that I don't really keep going for more, right? Because I've trained myself to be happy with what I've got, right? That's why I tell my kids, you got to be happy with what you got, or you're never going to be happy. You're always wanting more, right? So it is, I've trained myself, not to say I never want and whatever and stuff like that, but that is something that I worked hard just to accept, like, a no. Like, from young, I knew that my parents, couldn't afford a whole lots of things. And so got to a point where I felt guilty for asking for anything, like for school trips or anything like that. So I just wouldn't, or even just to go to a movies or whatever, right? So my parents didn't have that, and I could see the guilt that it caused. So I'd say, oh, just say no. So I practice in my teenagerdom, to just accept no and not ask anybody to explain their no. Because everybody has a right to say no, right? I started practicing that when people come to my home. I say, "Can I use your bathroom?" I say, "No." Just see the looks on their faces. No, I'm just exercising my right to say no. Of course you can. You go ahead. I exercise my right to say no. I don't always mean it though. So, and then I was good. I started to get good at meaning no, because we have to have those limits. That was something that's been said to me lots. I have no boundaries. I need to have boundaries. Oh, I'm just a friggin' doormat and all that, right? I didn't give naively. A lot of people look at me and think I'm doing spontaneous. A lot of things I do takes a lot of reflection. So yes, I am more spontaneous. I'm not impulsive. Because I'll get an impulsive feeling, but I think I'm an overthinker, overthinker. So it's seldom. I'm not saying it never happens, but it's pretty seldom that I really act on the impulse to mean it, like when that impulse comes up, right? I'm always overthinking, always. So I get my own way sometimes. How about you? I'm not the only one to do that. I know that. Anything that I go through, I'm not the only one. It's just, how it's going through in my life, how it showed up in my life, these lessons and stuff that we all go through. I mean, I'm no different than you, right? We're all unique, but we're all humans too. Yeah, all subject to all the human emotions, no matter what it is. And we can deny them, but it doesn't mean that they don't come up in us, right? It's a problem when we try to deny. We try to make parts of ourselves less than human. When we try to make other humans less than humans. That's a big thing here. Yeah, it felt good to be on Circle yesterday. My counselor came and dropped off the canvas and paints and stuff like that. Got to do a little check-in, face-to-face. That was kind of cool. Not kind of. It really was. I really needed that. I tend to ramble on lots because, I don't get too much adult conversation. So, I tend to ramble on. There's lots of things where... or maybe because I was so quiet pretty much my whole life, right? Those times when I was able to talk or somebody's actually listening, I tend to blah, 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 and then feel embarrassed. I talk too much. Freedom Fridays. Let's get free from the fear. How do we do that, right? Come into ourselves whole. Use that breath. Scientific evidence how the breath can help us. I mean, like I said before, for pain and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. Besides my CBD and stuff like that, my breath is my go-to. Totally reset. Your breath can help to slow your heart rate and everything. It's all these scientific stuff you want to study. You need to know the science behind it. Go ahead and look it up because it is true. That breath of life, right? Is what Creator breathed into us. That's how we keep living in these bodies. These bodies need that oxygen. Still balance. Too much oxygen can, it's not good for us either. So, balance. Even too much water is not good for us, right? What? Yeah. Balance. Everything in balance. Even too much of a good thing is not a good thing. So, balance. Yeah, we can't always whine. We gotta shine. Can't always shine. Sometimes we gotta whine. Hey, because that's part of the human thing too. We can do it in a way that's annoying, or we go, I'm whining. Where's my cheese? Who moved my cheese? Great corporate book. Love that. Heaven, huh? Anyways, we kind of do that kind of stuff here too. Sometimes we talk our stealth out of stuff. Self out of stuff. Beep bop beep 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 doop boop boo. Swing it. Woo, we swing it. So swinging. We're gonna swing it all the weekend long. Oh, I'm hoping to get out in that backyard and start building that adventure playground for my kids, right? Having some fun outside. Where's going to be more fun outside than on that screen time, right? My goodness. Oh, I told my boy when he was 12, I'd give him back his phone. Because that's when it was all of them. Okay, 12. I learned now. I wish I'd said 16 now, but, Ooh, ouch. Oh, it's so hurting. Oh. A lot of pain. This is wipes me out more than anything. What's going on in my physical body, right? Emotional things and stuff like that. That lets me know I'm alive. I've never had issues with that, of feeling my emotions. The issues I've had is who sees those. Most of the time it's safest just to show them to Creator and all my relations, right? So, most people don't see that. Oh. What wipes me out is this body. Oh, I love my body. It's been here for me. I pushed it. So it's not my body wiping me out. It's me pushing my body that wiped me out. Me pushing my body for others, right? Because others are doing it. Oh, they're doing it. They keep pushing. I'm going to push too, right? Push through it. No pain, no gain, right? Right? To do. Sit there with that. So I'm leaning over. Wicked headaches and stuff too. Even from doing stuff that's good for me. It hurts. Here comes my daddy. I'm gonna pause you. Love you. Wait, you saying it. Okay, I got time. Yeah. I just didn't want to catch my dad and say, hey, look, you're on camera. Although, you wouldn't have been able to see him anyways. It's my daddy. I love my daddy. Right, we sound like a bunch of old people. Great groan, right? Yeah. I groaning too. It's fine. Well, after this week, I was just going to do a little quickie one with this Friday. Let's freedom. Let's find that center. So as we get into that center, finding our true selves, right? All that moon energy and stuff like that. Let's do that inward tree. All right. The Moonlodge, the inward tree for centering. How appropriate then? How is that? How about that, eh? How about that? The inward tree for centering. That's just what we will do. We call in all our directions too. Ooh. You see me using my breath all the time on here. All the time. And you can see how it works for me, right? Helps that switch. So calling in all of our energies from the east, path of illumination and clarity, the place of fire, place of man. Calling back all of our energies from the south. That's the emotions, the waters, the place of innocence, the child. And calling back all of our energies from the west. That's the earth, the physical, place of woman, introspection. And calling back all of our energies from the north. That's the wisdom years, the air, the mental. We walk the red road from the south in childhood, where we're building on what we've learned, right? Little sponges absorbing, building on hopefully good solid beliefs, or maybe we're building on beliefs that are really outdated. Who knows? But when we go from south to north up to those wisdom years and returning home, and then we return to who we truly are, right? We're absorbing from everybody else. We're building this being, and then as we get up there, we see who we truly are. Maybe. I don't know. It's time for us to that return home and to that source inside, to ourselves, to our source. When the blue road of spirit goes east to west, and it's always with us, right? Return to that hour of power. You're drawing in those energies from mother and father, right? Above and below, coming and mixing in, so you can share that out. Right? Fill yourself up from your mother and father to share out, because when we're all full and filling from that full cup, nobody's feeling drained and empty. So east to west, it's the blue road of spirit as the sun, and it's always with us, right? That's where we give away, right? And we release. We go inside, and we release, and we give thanks to our creator, to our source, to our earth, to all that supports us and helps us sustain our lives and helps us to flourish here on this earth walk. Together. We are all in this together. Love. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. Below. And within. Out. 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 Okay. Moonlodge, inward tree for centering. We're gonna find out ooey gooey center man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up there because I'm gonna put that on there. I gotta move my little keyboard for that. Get myself all set up here. Ay, caramba. And we got, what's this candle? Stress release from my friend Laura. Oh, so beautiful. Thank you. Let's do that. Let's do that. It's a nice white candle. Get to that center. Where's my matches? I had some matches. Oh, I shared them in my Zoom meeting. Maybe I didn't get them back. Ah ha ha. Weirdo. Oh. Oh, that's hurting, cranking my neck like that. Jumping Jupiters. You know what? Forget looking for matches. It's not like I'm lighting a smudge. Yeah, you shouldn't use lighters for your smudges because then you're adding this fuel to it. You wanted it to be pure. Anyways, again, we can get sticky, stuck on. We can chew all those details to bed, or we can just let this relaxes stress. Stress relief candle with eucalyptus and peppermint. Oh, set that right there. I know you can't see it, but that's all right. It's there. And what tree was sent to ring? I'm gonna grab this just to keep track, because I'm gonna pull the East card, which is the Whirling Spirit card, right? Keep that for reference. Let me move this other tablet out of the way. I got too much mess going on here. That's all right. Right, things are gonna clear out. Okay. Okay, we're pulling the East card. And pull them all out, and then we'll look at them. Okay. East card. Whirling Spirit. South. See your feelings, true feelings on a situation or person. And then we have the West card, the introspection card, the dream within the dream. Right there it says, I want to come out, be your dream within the dream. The North is the wisdom. Is the wisdom card. Your inner wisdom, which you might not have recognized. It's that wisdom that we have that we may not have recognized in ourselves. Okay, and then we have the center, which is the true self, and knowing the true self, those without could never fool you again. So we're in touch with who we are. Doesn't matter what people say. We know who we are. We don't get thrown off by somebody trying to tell us who we are. Right in here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Cardies out the way. 2244. I see right there now. Got the Dublin energy. Okay. Things like that. Self-esteem, because we're finding that who we are, right? Getting in touch with that, so we can stand in ourselves as strong as moose and gentle as deer. So that's our theme for today. The burden basket, right? How to be self-reliant, learning what we need, tapping into what we need, right? To our true selves. What is it that we truly need? What are we just picking up that we don't? You know, oh, it was on sale. No, I didn't need it, but it was on sale. It was such a good deal, right? So what kind of burdens do we bring on ourselves too in ways like that maybe? Let's look at that as we go through this today. Oh, I'll put these up here. Okay, so we're looking at that self-esteem to become fully self-reliant, right? Because we can be self-reliant. We're not dependent on anybody outside of ourselves. We are come equipped with everything that we need and to fulfill everything that we need. Alrighty then. So then we start over in the East. As we said, this is the Whirling Spirit, the key to unlocking your spiritual nature and clearly seeing your spiritual talents and abilities, right? The rites of passage, we all have changes. If we don't change, right, we keep hanging on. Look at that tree. We said the other day, right, the tree, the leaves change, they fall off, it might look dead, but then, you know, the springtime comes and hey, that tree's alive again. Same tree. New leaves. It's a new leaf. It takes a new leaf in life. So we all have that. That's the talent. We all have the ability to change. We all have the power to change our minds, right? We can't control what's going on outside, but we have the power to control what we think. I learned that when very young too, and that's been very helpful in my life. Let me tell you, I cannot control what's happening, but I can control how I think about it, how I respond to it, what it means to me, right? So we're gathering all that to us, all those lessons that you've learned through those changes in your life, all the changes that you've been through, right? Look at us. We're not in the same bodies. So it's gathering that strength from all of that. That's that whirling spirit that you didn't know. You can gather all that strength back to you. You can let go of what you've gathered that isn't yours, right? That doesn't help you. That doesn't help to change, right? Gather all those new beliefs that help you to flourish, releasing all those old ones that just hold us back. And in the South, that's our true feelings on that changes and who we are, right? Making that sacrifice of the self, that we're all alone, that, we're not going to be accepted as we are, that we must fit in as somebody else, right? And learn that feeling. How do we feel about our mothers? Are we giving back? Are we acknowledging what they've been through to support us, to have us, to bring life here? Right? Whether it's our human mothers or our earth mother. This is what that sun dance was all about. The warriors would be tied to that tree of life, dance back and forth to that tree of life, leaving their blood, sweat, and tears on the ground, returning that just as us mothers do when we give birth, just as the earth does for us. All right, so what is that for you, and what are you giving away? Are you thankful? Not just giving back, but giving back in gratitude. Being thankful for what you have received. Start with your mother. Right? The one that took that position as that mother. Even if you don't have a great relationship with your mother, start being grateful for that life, for her being that vessel to get you here to this earth walk. Right? We can at least start there. We need to be grateful and find that gratitude, whatever it is, right? Like I would say about my biological father, he was the sperm donor, right? So I am grateful for that, right? So find those ways to be grateful and turn that around in yourself. And that self-sacrifice. Have you sacrificed yourself for others? Have you thought, I'm just here for somebody else's? And sometimes kids can get caught up in that too, thinking we are just here to please our parents, right? And sometimes our parents can make us feel like that. You're my child, I own you. Your body is mine and whatever, right? Parents still treating their children as an extension of themselves instead of a separate whole little being on their own, right? That is going to grow up and move out. And that's what we want them to do. Not hang on to them. So let's give that away. Look at that today. The changes. Are you fighting that? Are we trying to hang on? We're releasing. And then we get into the West, that introspection. The dream within the card may lead you to your real life purpose. So study it carefully. Is your dream or vision a product of your superficial ego? Or are you truly being introspective and realizing the goals which your higher self is suggesting? It is here in the West that you impregnate yourself with your real life mission. Well, wasn't that up? Was that the North there one? That hour of power. To tap in. Tap in to your own true power. Your God-given, passionate power to change this world. So, dream within the dream. And we're dreaming it. What are you dreaming into being? Is it the fears? You keep dreaming about the fears and calling more fears in. Are you dreaming about this self-reliance? Are you dreaming for somebody to come in and save you? Right? Only Jesus saves. All right? So let's kind of throw that out. Let's not try to be a savior to anybody. Okay? Because that's a dream. Although we can be, but that'd be an ego thing to want to do that, right? So it's just tapping into that. We can help others by shining our light, just by being ourselves, by living our dreams fully and wholly, and expressing that through us, expressing that love of that Creator and that gratitude of all that we have, knowing that, hey, we needed so much to be able to make this happen, right? So that's it. That's the Being your higher purpose and being truly introspective. What are you dreaming of? Are you dreaming of something that's just for you, or are you dreaming it for others? Remember the lizard? Right? Snake came up and said, "Can I share your rock?" And lizard said, "Sure." And snake said, "I could have ate you." And said, "Yeah, but I just dreamed you had a lunch. So you already had a full belly." Lizard could have dreamed a hungry snake and been eaten too. So what are you drawing in? What are you using that outer power? When you're in that connection, full whole, what do you do with that energy? When you're feeling totally connected with yourself, what do you do with that energy? I don't know. So let's go into the wisdom years and let's see what that says. This is the wisdom. Indicates the inner wisdom you may not have recognized in yourself. The north is the place of wisdom and knowing. Therefore, if you're looking outside for answers, this card gently nudges you to follow the animal's lead to find the same wisdom within yourself. Studying this card with the idea of knowing yourself will break any self-deceptions you may have. Getting in touch with that inner child, right? There's the wisdom years, because we keep that inner child alive, that innocence of that inner child. Not going around and letting the child drive the bus. The child without the experience, right? Making all those decisions. No, we want to keep that playful heart. The inner child does need to grow up, but we need to keep that playful heart and that innocence. And what do we want to be when we grew up, right? What were we dreaming of? And where are we now? And how did our dreams lead us to that? There's the wisdom in you. Is that inner child? There's wisdom in that inner child. What did that little go through? What was it trying to say that it needed that it didn't get? That nurturing, that playfulness. So this is definitely that wisdom in us. We all have that child energy. We all have a woman energy, man, woman, male energy. We all have them. So that's the wisdom, to be in touch with that nurturing, playful, the child, playful, right? We keep those both together because the woman and the child have suffered enough in this world. And now we can go on, men's and whatever. We all have these energies. All have these energies. So I'm not separating by gender those energies of it. It's those energies. But it is a fact. Okay, we want to talk about suppression and all that in the world. Women and children, no matter race, religion, or creed. That's our most vulnerable. That's who's been abused and suppressed the most and is still. So the wisdom is that is we can honor that in ourselves. We can't change that in the world unless we change that in ourselves. That's how we change it in the world. We change it in ourselves. Each one of us takes responsibility to change that in ourselves. There's the wisdom. There's the wisdom in that you didn't know. Or maybe you did. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in you, right? So we keep looking back, that energy, looking back at that little child. What do you need? What do you need, little? Right? And we keep going. See, but the woman is in the front to lead. And looking back, making sure that child's okay. Right? But that's right? Well, look at that. A 6 and 9. Flipping it around. Flipping it around, right? That's how we build that self-reliance as we get up there. And then the true center, the central card, the true self. This indicates the integration point of all the directional medicines of your personal unconscious. It is the power shield of the true self. This card is the circle of knowing the within, the taproot of your personal consciousness. Knowing the true self, the within, and those without can never again deceive you. There is the wisdom in that, in the gratitude. You be grateful. And also noticing who's grateful for what you do. Or do they just say it, or does it shine through too? Right? Or do they just keep taking? That's that wisdom. We need to have our limits because takers won't. Right? Or, right? Have limits, or let's not expect something back. So if we're getting upset because we're not getting a thank you, nobody's noticing, okay, either we stop giving to those ones, or we realize they're not going to be thankful. So if I'm going to give, I'm not going to expect anything from you. Right? That's the true kindness anyway. So let's be tricksters. Let's be tricksters. Let's not. Right? The self-esteem, when we stand whole and we know ourselves, that's the wisdom. We get that. See? 11. 11. 11. That's a big one coming up here. Knowing that true self, right? We fool ourselves if we think that we're what everybody else says we are. Right? We fool ourselves if we think we know somebody else better than they know themselves. Right? That's the wisdom. We know nothing, really. Really. We might think we know, but we're making it up as we go. These brains just like to make connections. And we all have a human brain. Hello? We're all in human bodies, you know? So, they all work pretty much the same. So we can trick ourselves to think that we're so different. We can trick ourselves to think that some bodies are better than other bodies, that some humans are better than other humans, that some are more deserving than others. That is no. We all deserve to be here. We all deserve to live in peace. The great white buffalo brought the peace pipe to the Lakota people. And it's about living in peace and harmony. No one is greater than any other. No matter your title. And if you think you are, you need to be able to laugh at yourself. We all need to be able to laugh at ourselves. Because we all deserve to be here. We all belong here. We are all essential here now. Every single one of us is essential. Let's stop dividing. And this one's more important than that one. And that one's more important than this one. We are all essential. We all have an essential purpose to serve here on this earth. Hey, even if yours is just sitting back and, hey, observing, watching others, whatever that is, it might not look like something to you. Like, what's that? The naked mole rats. Like, there's the big fat guy, and they think, wow, geez, everybody's bringing all their stuff there. This guy doesn't seem to do much at all. Right? Yet, oh, everybody's giving him all the stuff. This guy's getting real fat. But then, you know what? The rains start coming. Wow, those big fat naked mole rats, they go up and put their fat asses in the hole. They have a very important job to serve. That's why they keep feeding them. Because they keep the rest of the colony dry and safe, and from drowning, they go plug the holes. So, every job is essential. Every single human being is essential. No exceptions. We need to stop with this person is more important than that, because then it just gives us more reasons that we can. It gives us like permission to attack somebody else or whatever, to be cruel or whatever, right? To help make people feel they are not essential. What a sad, sad thing. Yeah, it's great for the ones that feel they are essential, and look at the egos that can, not everybody. It doesn't happen with everybody, but this does. We trick ourselves if we think that it doesn't. We might get affected by that too. We might think we might not have an ego, and then it might show up then. Who knows? Who knows? Right? That's the thing. Let's humble ourselves. This is what we need to do. Where are we at in the time? Okay, 7:47. All right, let's line these up and get just one on each. So let's be grateful and heal anything that we think is not. Okay, we are all essential. If you don't think you're essential, you are. Okay, you are needed here. Your life is valuable, very valuable, and you are worthy of all the love that this world has to give. Right? We can all live in harmony, in connection, reunited by the rainbow, right? The whirling rainbow of peace. We can all live in peace and harmony. If we're not trying to take more than we need. If we feel like, oh, we've got to save up because, well, scarce time is coming, right? I'm just calling all these back here like this. Okay. That's how we do that healing. It all begins within. We heal those wounded inner children inside ourselves. We check in. We are there for them. Time to let them know. They're safe. They're safe with us now. Does your inner child trust you? Oh, come. Right, okay. Integration is up. We have Master Storyteller and 5 of Bowls. That letting go, right? But we're going to throw on this one flipped up. Temperance, integration in the east with the rice of passage. You getting enough rice for your passage? Wait, doesn't that bind jumps? Excuse me. That healing and that balance. So that change, that rites of passage, right? And we're integrating. This is the Temperance card in the regular deck, number 14. It's the integration, the rainbows blend. So this is what we're doing, right? We're finding that harmony by blending all that we've gathered, right? We're releasing even that toxic shit can help to make fuel. So we're blending and integrating all that we've learned and leaving behind for the fertilizer of stuff, right? Or a trail for others to follow, whatever that is. They're walking their own path, so they don't need to follow ours, but you know, an idea. Anyways, so that we're integrating, we're gathering it all, and that's how those changes come up into our life. We need to integrate that all in our own selves. Everything that we've learned, how does that come together in you? Then we go into the self and our true feelings on this, right? That Sundance and that self-sacrifice and giving away. What are you giving away? Hopefully from a full cup and not an empty cup. All right. Out. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. Accepting recognition. That's the 10 of Stones, stability. So we're saying thank you. We're giving it away and we're saying thank you. Are we accepting that recognition for that? Right? Some people will sacrifice and not. Like the hero says, here's the money. Oh, I don't need that. There does need to be an exchange of energies in some way. So are you sacrificing yourself and not being filled up, not looking, and not going out to seek that recognition? It's not going out, oh, we go do this Sundance and go, wow, I did this Sundance. I danced back and forth to that tree. Oh my goodness, come praise me. That's not what it's about. We release it in that ego way. It's not accepting recognition about how great we are. It's not an ego. It's not ego recognition, but there must be an exchange of the goods, right? Whether, you know, we use money as an energy exchange sometimes too. Sometimes it's the trades of goods and services, right? So I'll do this for you, you do that for me. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, right? It's that complementing energies. This is what we need to work more on, that giving away. Because a lot of us are out there just looking what we can get for nothing and not wanting to give anything, but wanting to get it all, right? Some of us feel uncomfortable receiving, so we just keep giving. So, but there has to be that balance, right? There needs to be accepting that recognition. There has to be an exchange. That's that true feelings on that. So do you accept that? Right? Do you think that you should just get things, you know? There should just be this great deal. Whatever that is for you. And then the hour of power. We have a bountiful harvest, right? What are you dreaming? Because you're harvesting what you're dreaming. So how is that for you? Are you happy with that? Are you going to share and take that to others as well? And spreading that wealth around? Or are you going and hoarding it? Is this your storehouse where you're hoarding it all? That maybe, hey, some of those grains will go bad before you could even get to them? And how many people starved because you had to hoard those grains for that rainy day that never came? Or whatever that is for you. Okay, so that is the dream within the dream. We want that bountiful harvest where we're all sharing. There is enough to go around, and we can have that. If we're all dreaming of this peaceful world, if we're all sharing from our bounties, right? Sharing from that fullness instead of sharing from a lack or scarcity or fear. Sharing because we have more than enough. Because we've taken care of ourselves. We've turned to the source to help us take care of ourselves, right? We've balanced our male and female energies. This is the wisdom within us all, right? We bring that equilibrium in. right? We take care of that inner child, right? The lovers, finding the spirit within, unite with ecstasy, beauty and equilibrium. We all have both energies to deny any parts of ourselves. Wow, right? Then we have a part feeling unlovable, feeling unaccepted. Then we're doing to that inner child what might have been done already in that child's actual childhood, right? So it's time to balance those energies. That's the wisdom that we have. We all can do it. We all have those giving and receiving energies, and we need to balance them both. Be grateful for what we receive, and be grateful that we are able to give. Grateful, grateful, grateful. It's just always being thankful for whatever, finding those ways to be thankful. I know even with my pain, finding ways to be thankful for this pain that I go through. It helps me slow down. It reminds me that I pushed this little too hard, that this little was pushed too hard by others, that, hey, I did this strength to hide this ooey gooey part because I am so sensitive and fragile that, you know, I feel tears coming up with just like a look, right? If I feel like somebody's dissatisfied me with just a look, and I've worked hard to cover over that. So I'm thankful that my body is here because it will go. So people that do respect boundaries will see if I'm getting pushed too hard or that, you know, my body is going into something, and they'll stop. People that don't respect that, keep pushing because it's their own thing. So my body lets me know. My body lets me know. So I am actually grateful for this. Can't say I like it, but I'm grateful for it, right? I'm grateful for Brussels sprouts. I don't like them. Grateful for the nutrients they provide. Right? Okay, let's go to that center with all balance and how we bring all these energies together. Integration point of all these directions, right? Because that's what we started. We're integrating. And as we get into that true self, the integration comes in. Ow. There we go. This sage is a self well expressed. That's the wisdom. Okay. There's our true selves in the center, right? The sage is a self well expressed. Knowing yourself. That's what makes you a sage, because you tap in to the true whole beauty that you are. That we are a person. You're a person. Just like every other person on the planet. We are all people. Trying to find ourselves and express ourselves. Be who Creator made us to be. Right? Are we tricking ourselves thinking we need to be who man said we should be? Creator. So, that's that true self. Express yourself fully, holy, and true. Us, love's light shines through you. Whatever that is for you. Okay, top and bottom here. We have the eagle, the flyers, right? Tap into that, the spirit, the joy within, right? Free your mind to fly with eagle, the flyers. Feel the joy. Feel that the soaring, right? An eagle doesn't have to flap its wings very hard. It soars. It soars. It's more soaring than flying. And that's what we need to do. Is that ever we plant that seed, we till it, whatever. But what does the work? It's that seed that's growing. We're just supporting it as it grows. Giving it what it needs to grow as best as it can. And this is what we need to do for ourselves. We're healing all that within, and we're finding our power as we're healing that. And as we're doing that self-reliance, that dance in harmony, right? Standing in our full true power, as strong as moose and gentle as deer. All right. So there we have it today. Ow. Not hurts. Very much. Okay, so that's our thing there. And I'm going to keep that mic plugged in as I will show you our things there. Okay. Good little picture of it. Does that work? You see everything? It's good. Good, nice reading. So find that true self. Okay? It's that weekend. I got my kids home this weekend. We're going to go out and play. That's what we're going to do. Seth's birthday yesterday. Want to build our Ropes course in the background. Have a venture playground in the backyard. Yay! Here we go. 49. Love you. Biggest heart hugs ever. Whew. Thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know it. That's right. This world needs you. Fully, holy, and true. As you. See what Creator made you to be. Not what somebody else says you should be. Okay? Whatever that is for you. I don't know. I'm tired. Love yous. That's a long one today. Anyways, I'll timestamp it. Love you. Wonderful, blessed day and weekend.